I mean, look, for any given physical and psychological tolerance for any given physical tolerance to intensity limits, you know, you're just not capable of, say, a sub 5-minute Fran. Moving towards that is as much a mental adaptation as it is physiological. You know, and it doesn't make sense to talk of mental versus physiological, but mental as well as what we'd consider non-mental. You know, I mean, I see it as all one kind of atomistic. You know, I'm kind of a positivist. It's all molecules, anyways. But the brain adaptation is a critical component. Look, it happens in a blinding flash when someone comes to assert. A guy will see Greg Amundsen do a sub 3-minute Fran, notice that he's flat on his back, you know, he's supine and heaving, gasping for air, and you see people come to the instant realization that his time is half theirs because he's suffering twice as much.
Right.
And they in a single instant take that in and then go in the next heat and PR by a minute or two.
Right.
That, wow, it's okay to hurt that bad. There's all too often a entirely false assumption that you do Fran until it gets easy, and then it gets easier and easier and easier, and your time gets better and better and better.
Right.
And there's nothing like that happens.
Yeah.
It only gets worse, and your times only get better, worse the discomfort, and your tolerance for that improves significantly. Now, that increased psychological tolerance for the intensity is a huge adaptation that would be part and parcel of improving your marriage, improving your relationship with your children, and advancing your career. That you learn to you know, you hear so much psychobabble about athletes listening to their bodies. No, what athletes do is they don't listen to their body.
Right.
And
because the body's saying, ow.
Saying, stop, this hurts, you're going to die. And there's an amazing bit of psychology that happens I always listen to it, I say, on my bike rides. When we were, Lauren and Eva and all of us from Santa Cruz, we were pedaling through the hills. And hot day, you know, we're 15 miles from the ocean, and it might be 100, 105 out on the hill, and you're a third of the way into the bike ride, and you feel 3/4 shitty. And you're like, I'm a third of the way there, and I'm 3/4 shitty. I'll never make it.
Right.
And then so you keep pushing, and then there's the little voice. Remember the cartoon where they got the
yeah,
one
yeah.
devil and the other
Yeah.
devil? One's telling you, dude, your heart's gonna fucking stop. You need to quit. This is ridiculous. Why? And the other's like, fuck him. You know, do it anyways. Keep pedaling. And I remember staring that moment down and going, I dare my heart to stop. I'm gonna push harder. And then you get dizzy in a hill climb, and you're like, fuck it, I'm still gonna go. The worst thing that happened, I fall off my bike and break my arm. It would be a relief at this point.
Yeah.
You know. And you learn to quiet that shit. And after a while, you can look over at the guy next to you on a bike, and you see he's having a mental breakdown. Just the countenance is, just, you know, I'm not going to make it, and the negativity. And learning to stop that inner voice has enormously positive implications for anything you ever want to do in your life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Learning not to quit.
Not
to quit.
Because if you do CrossFit right, there's a point in every workout that if you listen to your body, you want to quit.
I've never seen a business success, I don't know of one, not a significant one, where refusing to quit didn't play a huge role.
Everyone's telling you it's time, it's done.
Look, markets only reward the unexpected and unusual. All those things that we all think are really good ideas, the marketplace won't reward it. It's those things that everyone's telling you can't do that won't work, it's ridiculous. Markets reward things that have never been done before.
Right.
And they haven't been done before because A, no one thought of it, and those that did think of it and bounce the idea around were convinced that it wasn't going to work. And so stick-to-itiveness, you know, coupled with industry is critical. It's something we want to teach our kids. And the best lessons that we can learn in life, I think, are best and easiest, most earliest taught in the gym. Really, what's going on with CrossFit Kids is a moral and character education conditioning plan, and it's we're gonna have some very, very successful children, not just fit, but capable in the broadest sense of the word.
And are you talking, you're not talking about movement quality, you're talking about
I'm
like,
talking about doing the right thing, about not giving up, about industry, about perseverance, about self-reliance, about committedness. You know, they give it a million names, and there's a lot there in that vat of chili, but it's all critical. And those are the things that are going to have a more determining effect on the quality of your life than your heart, your cholesterol, or even your work capacity across broad time and modal domains.